Well, it's a great privilege to be here with all of you today. So let's kick things off with a short interactive game in order to get to know everyone better. I will pose a few questions, and if you answer yes, just raise your hand. Well, have you ever been told that policy making is exclusively for government officials or older people simply because you were considered too young? Well, and raise your hand if you ever felt that you were not enough or you felt self-doubt when it's come to participating in policies making. I myself also used to feel, and I'm feeling the same way as everybody does. However, let me start off with the personal experience of mine. Starting from February 2023, I've been actively engaged in the Young ASEAN Leader Policies Initiative at Chulalongkorn University and the ASEAN Plus Youth Summit in Indonesia. All of these experiences evolve around policies making and proposals developments for the leaders. During those moments, I began to realize that youth and young people are playing a very crucial role in shaping the world, especially expressing their unique idea in order to tackle the challenges and the issues the world's facing. Those moments when I realized that policy making is open to collaborative and constructive contributions from each and every one of you here and from each and every one of the individuals. Now, before moving further, let me outline how the policy making would look like if more young people and youth are becoming involved and more engaged. In this scenario, the policy making would refer to the ability of the young people being able to express their unique points and express their idea in order to tackle the certain challenges. So, before getting deeper than this, I would like everyone to do some stretching on such a morning and on such a weekend. My stretching exercise is very easy. Everybody can just raise your hand with my two last key questions. Raise your hand if on the first day of your class, you told your lecturers and your classmates that you choose to study IOR, political science, and global affairs because you want to be an ambassador. Well, I expect that. Next, on the other hand, who aim to be policy maker, and that is why you decided to choose this major. So, based on everyone's response, I can actually tell everyone that in today's world, we often restrict our understanding on the policy making to only a few key stakeholders that was influenced by the upbringing. However, in the reality in the society, policy making is more than that. It is having a far broader definition, scope, and more accessible to everyone. I myself do understand that not everyone is that well interested or inclined to the policy making. However, let me sell my idea as I do an exam in case I can persuade everyone. I will tell you all only one fundamental reason why youth should engage in the policy making process. But first thing first, let's consider this question. Who will be the future leader of our nation? Well, it could be you, me, him, or her. No one knows, right, what will happen in the future. And that is why when it's come to shaping the future of one community, youth and young people are playing a very significant role. They all are taking the center stage. And we have to note that the policies are designed for the future implementation, which is precisely why the voices of the youth are very important within the process of the policy making. And that is why the youth are having a very significant voices to ensure that the policies are created in order to ensure the long-term effectiveness and the long-term enforcement. However, there are two key questions for us to consider among ourselves. How can we ensure that youth and young people are active participants in the policy making? And who are the key stakeholders to foster the youth engagement in the policy making process? You all may consider on your own, and I will try to answer on your behalf. As a youth and young person myself, well, I say I'm a young person, does not mean I look young, but I'm a youth. So I would like to propose three key strategies. Firstly, youth should initiate some kind of projects, both short-term and long-term, or any kinds of the youth-led organization. In those projects, the events can be related to the policy making or the policy proposal. By doing that will allow everyone and all youth to actively engage. For example, based on my experience, when I participated in YALPI back then in February 2023, I can tell everyone that initiative was hosted and organized by a group of students from different backgrounds. And that event itself was also joined and engaged by students from different majors, ranging from political science, economics, psychology, and even accounting and finance students. So this showcased that the initiative does not limit to the student from the specific background, but initiative allowed the student to discover the policy-making process despite their major and despite their field of interest. And by the end of the project, every student and everyone is able to propose their idea to the members of the parliament and the representative. So this can expose the student and inspire the student and everyone to collaborate, especially to understand and engage more actively in the policy-making process. Secondly, I believe that we should update the study curriculum and system that involve more kind of the civic curricular activities that would allow the student to be more actively engaging. In this case, schools shall have the civic engagement course that will allow the student to be exposed to some kind of the local government, community issue, as well as the significance of the civic participation. By creating all of this kind of subject and course, the student will be understanding about how the government and the community function, especially the importance and the significance of the idea as well. This could showcase by, for example, schools can impose a student to the volunteering work. They can volunteer at the food bank, assist the organization in organizing any event, like the clean-up day, organizing event relating to the social contribution. By doing all of this, the student will be understanding of how the civic engagement is very important. Especially, they will be able to address the social issues as well whenever they work with the society, working with other people, or any kind of non-profit organization. And lastly, I believe that we should foster the collaboration between the governmental actors and the non-governmental actors, including the educational institutions, organizations, in order to support those youth-led initiatives. So why is this significant in this case? So when the governments could provide and could be someone who provide the form of the support to the youth-led initiative, the youth will feel like they are getting the full support from their external environment, from the older people, and from government. Government can be someone whom youth can reach out for in terms of the financial or logistical support or resources whenever they need for the project. When the government could provide enough support to the youth itself, they will be able to sustain their projects in the long run. And when the projects being more sustainable in the long run, we can create a community where there are higher chances, more opportunities for everyone to engage in the civic activities. we can create a community where we can enhance and connect the bond and relation between the government, non-governmental actors, and the young people themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, to wrap things up nicely on the weekend and morning, it's supposed to be a day when everyone sleeps at home in morning, but everyone is here. So I would like to express to everyone one thing about the morals and about the statement that I have always used on my journey. On my journey myself, I live by a phrase that I only live at this age once. An age where I should not just study at school, listening to professors or lectures and class, but it's supposed to be an age when I can expose to the world, to the community, and to the society while learning from the professors and lecturers at the same time. And that is why I am the one who keep chasing for the opportunities. Because I myself define the word opportunity is something that is very rare, even more rare than the natural resources. So I keep chasing for the opportunity rather than waiting for them to come to me. And when policies making is no different, especially in a country that the majority of the population are young people. So, to all youth here, why not contributing your unique idea to ensure that policies implementation will be more effective and will be more long-term enforcement in the future?